Comes a Passion, Chapter 12, Sabbatical. Later that afternoon, you make your way to Manhattan University to meet Tristan. When she sees you, she breaks into a wide smile. Long time no see, partner. Hey, you wanted to keep helping the agency. This is their job. Did you look over the case files I sent you? A permanent professor on Polish history vanishes one day after we talk with him about a case. Seems an odd coincidence, no? It would, but I don't believe in coincidences. You set off across the campus together. Tristan throws hands in her pockets as the sound of a ukulele to her ears. She smiles, nodding to a girl with pastel hair under a tree. I think there must be one of those girls on every college campus in the world. Looking like a former ukulele girl. Me, God, no. I was so mean. Girl, I was a mean girl. A complete snob. You're still a complete snob. And what kind of student were you in college? Let me guess. Rigorous partier? On studies. I paid good money to go to college. I wasn't going to waste it partying. Looking like a true nerd. If I'm a nerd, that makes you the nerd's rich friend riding his coattails. So, how are we going to justify executing the harder killer after being thrown off the case? I still can't believe the media dubbed him that, but it doesn't matter today. I'm not investigating him. I'm looking for a missing person for our client. Same thing, sneaky. I like the sight of you. So what's our first step? The caller said one of Lisa's TA, Soji Chu, could help us. I've been trying her phone all night, all afternoon, but she's not answering. I even talked to her roommate. She said Sojin was still on campus, though she might not be busy. He might be busy with her co-ed frat size. Well, I don't know where Sojin is, but I have a feeling she'll be attending a distinguished educational conference this evening. How the hell did you reach that conclusion? She's imposed to a group of students in psych theater hoodies, carrying a cake and other party supplies. Please don't tell me that means what I think it means. Later that night, you and Tristan stand outside that psych house. Music blasts as callers students filter in and out. Before I met you, I went to a lot less few parties for work. Isn't your life more exciting now? Come on, let's just see if Sojin is in there. Inside, students move around and small closer, chatting, drinking beer, and playing video games. Still there's and whispers following you. This isn't so bad. College parties are good. They're familiar, normal even, and with significantly fewer cultists. Oh my god, is that who I think it is? It looks like it, but what Tristan Thorne would be doing what would Tristan Thorne be doing at a college party? You caught me. I thought I'd drop by the old soccer grounds with my friend. No way. You're stuck da. I've never heard that. It's a national chapter says, my friend here is looking for someone named Sojin Chu. Is she a member? Yeah, she was. Doesn't really do parties. Though Sojin sometimes comes with her girlfriend Anna, and I think I saw them by the bar earlier. Thanks for the tip. We'll take a look around. You scan the party around the room. You say you spray a group of pledges doing flaming shots, crowds, students debating something, while others play a game. Don't be a baby. Just light it and drink. Bruh, it's a valid critical lens. You have to engage with the text in its own terms. Would you rather get a permanent tattoo that says potato and cosmic sands, or eat nothing but potatoes for the rest of your life? Well, which activity strikes your fancy first? Skip the debate. You make your way over to a group of students having a spirited debate. Carl, hey! Nah, man, you're misinstructing the text. They addressed all that in the lore. I'm talking about the mechanics. The text of the game isn't the game itself. It's our subjective experience of its facet. Homie, do you hear yourself right now? It's Pokemon. Why are you bringing Fox Colt into this? I've changed my mind. I don't want to talk to these people. Let's flee. The two students look up as Justin speaks. Here, ask this chick. Do you think Pokemon supports a settler colonist ethos? Help! I have no idea what he's talking about, but it feels like someone's trying too hard to sound clever. Who knows you, dude? Look, we're not here to discuss video games with you. We're looking for Sojin. Is she the woman Anne was hanging out with by the pool? No, that's somebody else. I think her name is Jess. She goes to a totally different school. Damn, I was hoping to have a reason to check out the pool. And we'll still check it out. You make your way over to a group of students playing a game of Would You Rather? Would you rather get to meet aliens, but you can never return to Earth again, or be stuck in your house forever? The first one, no question. You leave all of us behind. Excuse me, we're looking for Sojin Chu. Anybody seen her? Maybe, but you both have to answer a riddle first. I accept your challenge, Sphinx. Would you rather fight 10 polar bears the size of a small duck, or one duck the size of a polar bear? Question: is this an angry duck? The big duck. I enjoy a challenge, though. Ideally, I'd prefer not to fight any animals at all. Yeah, that question means think how cute little polar bears would be, like buddy hamsters. And for you, would you rather have the power of to be invisible, but you have to be naked? Or read minds, but you can't turn it off? My reason for sure. Thank you. Not being able to turn it off would great quickly, though. Imagine hearing every little thing that popped into my head all day. wherever they do, but we know where Sojin would be by now. We ran into her earlier. She was looking for her girlfriend Anna, but she was acting all shitty about it. Shitty how? Like she didn't want anybody to know she was here. Translation relationship drama. Uh-huh. Well, if you see her again, we're looking for her. At the bar, an older sorority girl walks a pledged through house to drink a flaming shot while a crowd of onlookers of others look on. Relax, don't overthink it. Just light that shot, drop it in the glass, and drink. The place glows as she drops the flaming decoction in the beer glass. She tosses it back. A second later, she lifts the empty glass triumphantly. Boom, kiss my ass. I roll. Hey, we're looking for. You wanna go right on. Versus mode. Let's do this. It. Before you can, brother, Tristan already pouring her a drink. She hands you a lighter. In the room, looks like I have no choice. I'm working. I'm not. Of course. You look around. The pledges cheer tightly. The sorority girl pours a fresh drink and gets ready to light it. Okay, on 3, 1, 2, light it. You roll your eyes and click the lighter on. Watch, I'm gonna do mine to click no anyway. If I wind up in the ear, I'm gonna be pissed. That's ridiculous. Her shop plunges it into the beer and drinks the electricians and she downs the flaming shot. No way. Tristan slams the glass on the table, a flame still dancing in the bottom of the glass. She, this chick rules. Or I think I just changed my mind. Just joining this house. About joining this house. This is stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with it. Can we please get back to business? Ah, yes. We need to speak to Sojin Q. Have any of you seen her? Yes, she was hiding behind a curtain earlier. Why would she do that? Oh, who are you? Who knows with her? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Sojin to bits, but she is like so high strung lately. If you see her, tell her Kendra said to come do shots with us. I'll keep that in mind. You wander off the back door. You wander out the back towards the back door where you hear a voice from outside. Hey, Sojin, killing Steve and I are gonna play Jackbox in a minute. Will you want in? Outside, you spot a nervous-looking girl crouched behind a fern. Ah, what? No, thanks. I'm busy with no. Sojin, what are you doing down here? Let me guess. You lost your phone in the fern too. Ah, just get down. You're gonna give me away. You follow Sojin's gaze across the backyard and over the pool. The blonde is laughing and talking adamantly. She touches the brunettes on the knee, hiding from the two by the diving board. Yes, what are they? What do they look like they're doing to you? She's got a hand on her leg. It's pretty obvious to me. But they could just be friends, right? Like a platonic hand on the leg. That's a thing sometimes. Crap, damn it, I knew it. I'm sorry, what's going on? Who are those people? The one with the blonde hair is Anna. She's my girlfriend. I think she's cheating on me, but I can't prove it. Wait, why am I even telling you this? Who are you? Well, I can't speak for the first one, though I've been told I have natural, trustworthy eyes. As for the second, Detective Rose, this is Tristan Thorne. We're looking into Professor Reese's disappearance. Wow, I didn't think you'd actually give me the time of day. The police didn't. The department barely did. Understandable. I met them. We were told to talk to you, as I understand Reese goes on frequent sabbaticals so that he gets caught up in a project and goes tunnel vision. Next thing you know, a week's gone by. Usually he shoots at me a text about his big new discovery at least, but this time he's just gone. Tell me more about the sabbaticals. So he has tenure here, but he also volunteers with a couple of groups that specializes in recovering lost or stolen artwork even now, and then he'll have some breakthrough and just poof, gone. Jets around the world to recover some statue or something. I did have him pegged as an Indiana Jones type. The opposite, really. Once he called me from a McDonald's in Poland with a car full of Hakusai wood blocks. He said a goat ate his wallet. Any chance you could show us the professor's office on campus? Well, I mean, yeah, of course, but she's busy. So Jenna glances towards the girls across the pool, then back to you. But you have some spying to do. We've been together for 3 years. I think I just have to know. I feel like I'm going crazy here. What if the detective and I were to investigate for you? Someone of his talents could crack a case like this in minutes. I mean, if you're offering, I'm not gonna say no. Oh, and if you take over here, I could run to my car real quick. I have a file that might help you. What kind of file? An administration report about Professor Reese. His most recent tenure review is it got mixed up in some papers. I was grading for him. See, there's even a bona fide clue in it. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Okay, we'll do it, but this file had better be worth it. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. Just keep an eye on them while I'm gone. If they start doing anything, we take a picture. Don't worry, this isn't my first rodeo. You have nothing to worry about with the good old detective here. So Jim breathes a sigh of relief and races up towards Tristan shakes her head with a sigh. Oh, to be young and riddled with anxiety over love. Come on, let's get out from here, from out behind this plant. My knees are crumbling. You and Tristan take up a spot closer to the diving board, acting casual as you eavesdrop. So, do you want to go hiking this weekend? I can't, I'm sorry, I have plans. How are you busy every time I try to make plans with you? My God, it's not every time. Can you be any more dramatic? Anna nudges her between the ribs, just laughs nervously, tucking her hair behind her ear. That body language just screams platonic to me. So it's not just me. There is definitely something going on between these two, right? You think it seems pretty mutual to me. Yeah, but that nervous hair took classic attractive move. Regardless, we need a smoking gun if we want to prove anything. Come on, come on, Jess. I have a surprise for you. Yeah, I bet I can guess what it is. Look like this could be our chance. And just get up. Heading across the party together, you rise to follow them but lose sight of them in the crowd. Crap, did you see which way they went? Just that they were heading towards the back. You look towards the back of the yard. There's a shadowy pool house and a gate to the parking lot. I bet you $5 I can guess why. You make your way across the yard and you're outside the pool house window. Bingo! They can't get away. Inside just pivots in the center of the room as Anna shuts the door. You can just make out their muffled voices through the glass. Okay, let's see this first. There's no surprise. I know how this works. I've seen it so many times. I lied. There isn't one. I just wanted to get you along. Called it. I'm so shocked. Just closes her eyes and turns away. Anna saunters up behind her, slides an arm around her waist, and kisses her on the neck. Anna, I didn't come here to get to this party to hook up. I told you I wanted to talk tonight, so let's talk for real. What is there to talk about? I like you like me. That's not enough anymore. Seriously, what even are we? Anna bows and steps close, crooking a finger under Jess' chin. Baby, you know I don't like to put label things. What are you bored of me with me already? You know I'm not, but it's been a year and it's label time. Are we doing this or no? Well, is that enough of a smoking gun for you? No. Keep listening. You put your ear to the glass again. I want to know if this is as important to you as it is to me. Of course it is. Damn, when are you going to introduce me to your place? Invite me to your place or introduce me to your friends? I invited you to this party, didn't I? After I twisted your arm about it, and I know that you introduced me as your friend 3 times. You moved away from the glass and look at Tristan. Look like so Jen was right. I think this case is pretty open and shut. You head back to the party and wait for Sojin. Not long after she hurries back out of breath, looking towards the pool. Well, where'd they go? Did you see anything? You can say that. She's cheating on you. I'm sorry. We saw Anna kiss her. Do you have proof? If you have proof, I need to see it. You pull your phone out, even if you didn't take a picture, and show her the picture. She bites her lip, firmly shaking her head. No, this doesn't prove it. She's just touching her chin. That could be platonic. She's standing 2 inches apart alone in the pool house. At a master party, how much proof do you need? So Jen eyes water, fist curling into a ball. She lifts her gaze, brushing steely. You sit there in the pool. Oh no, I smell confrontation. Yeah, but what are you planning to do? She was stomping off across the party. Oh, that should be good. Yeah, I'm with you, Tristan. I'm with you, Tristan. I'm with you, Tristan. Oh, it'll be a crime scene. Come on. Outside the pool house, so Jamie pounds on the door. The door opens a crack. Anna pokes her head out, looking shocked. But, baby, what are you doing? Don't you baby me. You lying skank. I knew I wasn't crazy. Anna, what's going on here? I'm the girlfriend. What? I'm the girlfriend. No. So Anna, again, you said we were gonna be exclusive now. Jeez, how many people is Anna dating? So we got a love triangle here. I wish I brought popcorn. Baby, I can explain. Which baby are you talking to? Just and so Jen look at each other, nods, then push Anna in the pool. Together just turns to Sojin, tears in her eyes. I'm so sorry, I had no idea you two were together. Don't be, this is your fault or mine. If this is all Anna, classic Anna, we're both better than this. You two have your whole lives ahead of you. Trust me, the right person is worth it for. Here's a thought, just a thought. It says, so Jin and Anna broke up. How about Anna and Jess get together? You see Tristan gaze flick to you for a brief moment as Jess leaves. So Jin turns to you. Thank you. I believe I owe you something in return. One very brisk walk across campus later, so Jin leads you and Tristan to Professor Reese's office. I still could believe her. She was always trying to convince me that I was paranoid, but my instincts were perfect. At least you found out now. I'm sorry, it led to a crappy night, though. Are you kidding me? I'm jacked right now. Knowing I was right feels like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. So Jen slashes her student ID card through the reader in the office door. It beeps satisfyingly. Anyway, thanks again. And I forgot. He's that file I promised you. I hope you find Professor Reese. He's weird, but I still hope you find him. We will do our absolute best. He wasn't thrown in that case. Sergeant last then leaves you interesting alone just outside the professor's office. You open the file. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Skimming time. And for future reference, I'll just skim all things like this. Okay. Sound like both students and faculty had issues with him. These are some harsh reviews. It seems his recent sabbaticals have come up empty as well. He uses a lot of time without anything to show for it. If it's true he was on the verge of losing tenure, that might have put him in a position to do something desperate. Desperate enough to kill? Maybe his office will tell us more. Inside Reese's office, you find chaos, books, and file boxes fill the room. Papers and photos covered a corkboard. A chair lays toppled the desk askew. The mess of a round banana filling the air. Dear God, I feel like I just stepped through the man's brain. You pick your way through the mess to the corkboard. It's covered in real estate and financial documents. Auction lot purchased by Ian Baston. Sounds like our boy was investigating a court. Your foot purchase and something a shattered teacup. Next to it, you see the desk drawer hanging open. Some sign of violence here. Someone emptied the desk. Two, you follow scraps of paper to a metal trash can nearby. It's black with the dregs of a recent fire. Edges flutter in the breeze from an open window. How much do you want to bet these ashes are all that remain of whatever was in the desk? What do you think happened here? There's no way he did all this just in the last week. I think Reese was researching the hands of Mahara way before we came on. You think he lied to us? Admitted anyways. He was stuck on something, some unanswered questions about them that we given up on. Then we came along and set the ball rolling again. You point to the corkboard, the file boxes, and the shuttered coffee cup. He digs out his old workbook. Work goes down the rabbit hole. Then boom, lightning bolt. He cracks the case, goes racing out of here to follow up. What do you suppose he was trying to enter? He said the hand disappeared in the 50s, right? Maybe he was trying to figure out what happened to them. Or where it happened. We should get in touch with campus security to pull footage from every camera they have tried to retrace his steps. Tristan nods absently, but she's staring at the corkboard intently. He's pulled zoning plans, watershed evaluations, land holdings, eventually, why was he so obsessed with real estate? You scrutinize the board closely, and there's a slight indentation on one of the documents. Hang on, there's something here. You grab a pencil off the desk and brush it lightly across the surface of the paper, revealing the faint imprint of words written on another sheet. Digging through this one, 16 Blake Hill Drive. It's an address. Here they go, have fun with me. Be still my beating heart. More like otherwise she was saying, like you even have to ask. An hour later, you pull up outside a goblet mansion a few miles outside the city. Huh? I was expecting something more. I don't know. Senator, this looks like every dairy McMansion in New York. Appearances can be deceiving. Park over to the side here. I want to scope the place out first. Why? Let's just get in there. It's not like a warrant would help us. We're already on thin ice with Thompson and the mayor. We need to be 100% sure before we break in, or we're screwed. You know, I find all these rules and limitations bothersome. You think of the look. Just think of the look on their faces if we crack this case. I don't think anything would make me happier. As Tristan shuts the car off, you open a text alert. Uh-oh. Hey, I know it's late. Mind pulling info on an address for me? 16 Blake Hill Drive. Look, this for the missing person case you're supposed to be working, or the one you're substantially not supposed to be working? Yes. LOL. Tristan's really rubbing off on you. Hey. Look. If Ruby can rub off on you, Tristan can rub off on me. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, that's what I thought, pal. You close the text and turn your gaze to the house in front of you. Anything I missed? I missed anything? Yes, a leaf blowing in the wind. Quite scandalous. I meant with the house. In that case, no. All is quiet. The place doesn't even seem occupied. Hopefully Luke can confirm that soon. If we're going to trespass, I prefer not to get caught by the owner. I don't know. I think the average American dinner would be much livelier with a detective and princess interrupting. Minutes tick by, then half an hour, but the house remains perfectly still. Tristan groans. God, we could be here all night. How do you pass the time on these things? Music, podcast, games, whatever. Oh, I know. Why don't we play that little party game the college kids were enjoying? Would you rather? I don't know. Come on, it'll help break the monotony. And besides, don't you think a rousing game would bond us for life? Yeah, sure. Okay, you made your point. Let's play together, amigo. At last, at long last, I've cracked the shell of the hardened detective. Or maybe I finally got you alone with nowhere to go. Gosh, I've been outmaneuvered. Just ask your soul question. Let's begin with something like, would you rather swim with a great white shark or give a speech to 1,000 people with no time to prepare? I assume you've done the latter. I've done both. I've done both. But this is about what you would do, not me. There is no way in hell I'd give a speech to that many people. But the shark I've dealt with was. What if I were a Draconian? What if it were a Draconian black tip? I'd rather Subway. It'll take 50 black tips to get me to reconsider. You know, you only say that because you've never seen one up close. You'll have to visit the Royal Aquarium in Draco sometime. Maybe you can take me. Tristan chuckles, stretching you recline in your seat and put a foot on the dash. I believe it's your turn. Go and ask me something steamy. Well, now I want to ask you about books or something just to be contrary. If you think talking about books doesn't qualify as steamy, I'm afraid it's never going to work between us, darling. I have a good avid idea for a question, but I have to know your favorite fictional character. Dr. Stephen Maternan of the Albany Matern series. Who? Paul Bettany's character in Massa and Commander Doctor and Spy Abroad, a British frigate in a Napoleonic Wars dashing border. Never heard of it, but this Ultrax. Okay, if you had to choose between Dr. Stephen Matern and me, I mean, you did say Steamy, so I bite. Oh, now you're just unfair. That's just unfair. Hey, you did say Stevie, so come on, I'm just following the rules here. You wanted something steamy. Did I stop you? No, I picked you. I love Matern, but he's not my type in the department. And you think I am? Leans in over the center console, her gaze sweep across the body. Hard to say. More study required. Also, Matern goes months without bathing and has a addiction. So there's that. Lights flash across the ceiling from a car cleaning on the street. You sit up for a moment, peering towards the house. Still nothing. I hope this isn't a waste of time. Always such a in a hurry. It's my job to be in a hurry, especially on a missing persons case. Maybe, but I think you really just hate sitting still. Ditto. Ever thought I just can't stand hanging out with you all night? If you really found me as irritating as you claim, you would have, found a way to be rid of me by now. Besides, I've heard you on Truth Serum. You can't deny your feelings. Be that as it may, a lot has happened since. I'd admit you're useful to have around, like a pet dog, nothing more to it than that. In that case, I have to, I have to put it, I have a question to put it to the test. Suppose this case was over tomorrow and Genovese said you had to choose. Would you rather keep me as a partner, but our relationship must remain strictly and utterly platonic, or never work with me again and see what happens between us? Mm, see where things go. If I had to choose, I guess I pick the second one because I'd go back to solving cases alone while you and I explore options. See if there were even options to be explored, maybe over a real dinner at some expensive restaurant I could never afford. Tristan smirks, her fingers brush together on the console. Neither of you make a effort to move away. Let me turn the tables and I have a serious question, so please resist the urge to crack jokes. I'll try to contain myself. You stare out the window, collecting your thoughts, not daring to look at Tristan. Suppose we did decide to see what happens and whatever. Suppose it became something, and then tomorrow you got the chance to go home again. I don't think there's much danger of that happening, but you can't guarantee that. No, I cannot. And I can't just leave I just can't leave New York. My job is here. My life is here. You exhale sharply and turn to watch Tristan's expression. If you had to choose, would you rather stay in New York with me or return to Dracnovia, never to return home? Return here. Honestly, I have no idea. I'd like to say I've gotten used to living without my homeland, my family, so much that I never need to see either again. But that would be a lie, which isn't to say that I'd go splitting back. It would depend on what I was returning to and what I'd be leaving behind. Tristan sighs, running her hand down her face. Sorry, I can't give you a more straightforward answer. That was straightforward to me, but I messy truth than a pretty lie. Understandable. Very understandable. My turn. Hypothetically, you were interested in me. Would you still be now, despite not knowing what the future holds? Yes. A mix of conflicting emotions plays out across Tristan's face. that could be dangerous for you emotionally, career-wise, going into a situation without knowing what to expect. Listen, I lived my life on the WhatsApp for 25 years. Well, this is hypothetical, and you don't scare me. Your hand turns towards one another, fingertips brushing together, neither of you willing to cross the unspoken line. Anyway, I think we've gone way deeper than Would You Rather is supposed to go. I don't know. I like the chance to go deeper, of going deeper with you. In that case, maybe you'll indulge me one last question. Only one. You take a deep breath and raise your gaze, look at Tristan directly in the eyes. Oh no, I have a feeling about this. It's a big question about your past. Oh, you mean about Juliana? Yes, I don't know. I don't want to push you, but what happened that on that yacht? She's silent for a long moment, staring out the window. Just when you think she's not going to enter, we've been drinking a lot, she and I. Not a lot, but enough. The waters were choppy. We weighed anchor in the path of a squall. The reporter said it was nothing to worry about, but still, Tristan looked straight ahead, gaze unwavering. She continues, voice strangely flat as if reading a phone book. When we we went to bed together, not sure what time. Honestly, I don't remember anything. When I woke up, she was gone. I panicked. I didn't follow proper safety procedures, wasted time searching in vain. She makes eye contact with you sadly, sadness creeping back in. They found her a few days later up the coast face down. What happened? The autopsy was unclear. The condition of her body was. Tristan chokes on her words, turning chokes on her words. You reach for her hand, giving her the strength to continue. They said it was luckily a hair injury, tripped on a loose topsail rope, went over the side dead before she hit the water. Jeez. Oh, Tristan, I'm so sorry. But that's not your fault. You could have. You're wrong. It is my fault. I killed her. I was supposed to tie the topsail rope up that night before, and I have no memory of doing so. That tells me you could have done it soberly, and then you had happy hour, went to bed, and when she went missing, it could have been untied. It doesn't mean, yeah, it doesn't mean you didn't. Yeah, it doesn't mean you didn't. It doesn't mean I did either. Memories are tricky, especially after a traumatic event. Just because I've been through it that night in my mind so many times, I can't do it again. Not right now. I'm sorry. No sorry needed. I get it. Thank you for telling me the truth. Understand, if this affects your opinion of me, I wouldn't. Stop. It won't. Stop it. It won't. It doesn't. You squeeze her hand with the both of yours, meeting her gaze. I care about you. Nothing could change that. I just want to make sure you're okay. Tristan hangs her head, almost touching yours. I don't know what I did to deserve a partner like you. You were yourself. That's what you did. It helps that you're quite persistent. That too. I'm a woman who knows what she wants. Oh? You feel your breath catch at Tristan's as Tristan closes the distance between your forehead, touching your forehead to yours. And what do you want? Oh, I think I know what she wants. It starts with a K and ends with an S. Your heart quits pounding so fast you swear she can hear it. Tristan leans in close enough you can feel the warmth of her breath. I want. Ooh, yes. Starts with a K, ends with an S. You cup the back. She cups the back of your neck. Your lips part in anticipation. Oh, come on, Luke. That's how I'm sorry, listening to my phone. When the cup holder buzzes, you and Tristan immediately spring apart. You grab your phone and read the text message from Luke. So, the address is vacant, classified as a historical site owned by a non-profit since the 70s, the Black Hill Preservation Society. I know that name was in the newspaper article at the court party. Well, did you know that the McMansion you is staring at isn't the original? Used to be another mansion there. Let me guess. It's been down. It burned down sometime in the 50s. Okay, seriously, WTF? Why do you even need me around? Because you're funny. You're good to talk to. You're one of my best friends. Who else am I going to run up from time to time? Yeah, that do. Yeah, that do. What is it? You look like you about to burst. Remember how the old hand of Mahara had a headquarters that burned down? I think I just figured out the address. Oh. Pull around the other side of the house. I want to see something. Shim pulls the car around to the other side of the dark house. You peer through the hedges and an iron-barred fence. Funny how the front looks like perfection while the back needs maintenance. I wonder what side the interior matches. I'ma say the front. Hopefully, at least. I think it's time we find out ourselves. As you peer through the locked gate, you notice fresh tire tracks leading across the lawn to a car tucked up against the ivy. How much you want to bet that the Man You plate belongs to a missing professor we know? I certainly wouldn't bet against you. You're at the iron gate, eager to investigate more. Damn, locked. Of course it would be. But I'm going full cop and busting open. You lift your foot and slam it into the ancient lock. It screeches and immediately gives way. No lock gate can stop you. Let's go and keep low. We don't know who else is here. The front door creaks open as you sneak in. Tease your face. Tristan retrieves a firecracker from the nearby furnace and follow close behind. Speak quietly. What tech interior decorating? I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. In pristine condition. Look like this furniture has never been used nor dust either. Or replaced. Of course, there are always the creepy groundskeeper. Whoever owns the place wants me to look into that provisions preservation society when this is over. I have, I have a better idea. Let's just kiss Sylvester tonight. Now, in here, you move down the hallway and your teacher into the rooms on the one at a time, but they're all just as artificial as the last. At the end of the hall, Tristan holds up a hand, stopping you. Hang on, do you feel that? No? Tristan slips her hand free, slips her free hand into yours and lifts your arm. A draft of cold air raced past you. You fell to an old grandfather clock and tapped the wall. There's a hollow space behind here. Something tells me it's not the Batcave. Okay. Tristan leans in, trailing a finger along the seam in the wall. I can get in it. I can get it open and cover me. Tristan pushes and tugs at the plug, looking for a way through. You put your back to her, scanning up and down the corridor, increasingly tense. And you look at them like being exposed like this. It won't budge. I think it's some kind of puzzle. Maybe we have to see the hands. We have to set the hands to a certain time. I'm gonna go with 3. You hear a winding sound, then feel something sit behind you. Then you look over your shoulder. The wall swings slightly open. How did you think? Three colors, 3 areas, 3 victims. The witching hour fairy tale. I just hope this one has a happy ending. Behind the wall, you find a pitch-black tunnel mouth. Tristan turns her phone flashlight on, shining it over your shoulder as you inch down the sloping corridor. I wonder how deep this goes. Your footsteps echoed off the stone. The walls close in just like in a ghostly memory. You try to answer, but your mouth feels dry, swallow breath coming too fast. The sound of a stadium organ echo far away. Do you hear that? Hear what? You reach out to steady yourself against the damp wall. Sound like you're back in that other tunnel outside box 32 with the air closed, the air close and damp. The smell of stale popcorn making your stomach turn. No, not here. Anywhere but. Tristan touch on your shoulder force you away from your dark memory and back to the present. What's going on? You're hyperventilating. I'll be fine. I was just thinking. He felt Tristan's white gaze on you while you scan the hallway. The light from the phone flickers over scorched wall panels and ancient scraps of carpet. The edges singed black. What happened down here? Since the edge of the carpet is singed black, I'm guessing a fire? the hand of my route to host one of those American barbecues I've heard so much about. We've already seen one cult party get out of hand. I'd hate for history to repeat itself. You round the next corner ahead of you, the corridor goes on ever steeper, darker to your left. A small alcove hides an iron door bearing the three arrow symbol. Hey Tristan, shine the light over here. Looks like some kind of panic room. Her phone flashed across the door, revealing a charred outline of a person etched onto the door. On the floor above, burned handprints are seared on the floor door. Someone sure wanted in ballet. If someone died trying to get in there, it's in there. It's gonna be something important. Maybe there's something left over from the hand. You tried the door, but it won't budge. Tristan runs a hand along the wall, knocking at various bricks. The whole point of a panic room is to be quickly accessible. If it's anything like our palace, I bet there's a hidden switch around here. And you think you can find it? You forget I grew up in a palace full of secret passages. I could find it in my sleep. Care to take a quick detour and find what secrets the hand left for us? Alright, let's see what magic tricks you've got up your sleeve. Well, if our palace and the panic room entrance was a lever disguised as a rock, Tristan stoops popping around the ground. You feel another wall. What are you doing? We had a rock lever. I had a key and a false brick. Maybe they did too. Aha! You take a brick loose. Something shiny gleaming inside. Ooh, strange key. Take it. Oh yeah, that's a bad guy key if I ever seen one. One more. You insert the key in the rusty lock with considerable effort. Tristan helps you pull it open, metal screeching on stone. Inside you find a cramped room with sparse finishings, a round mattress on a bunk bed, shelves stocked with canned goods, and an old telephone on a desk. And I thought the other rooms had tacky furniture choices. Why isn't this room burned like the rest? Because it's not a safe. It's not a safe room. It's a bomb shelter. Because it isn't a panic room. It's a bomb shelter. Carpet. You move deeper into a room, noting the various items left behind. Let's go from deadlist to non-deadlist. So what's in that first? Amidst the canned goods older than you are, you discover an old knife beside the grime and rust. You can make out bullet wounds. We don't look. Well, don't you look around you? Just like the killers. Close, but not quite. It's not as well made. I think this knife is the knife scramble. Squint at the blade, inspecting it more closely. There's blood on this chip and in the metal too. This was used on someone, maybe multiple someone's. I can just say people, multiple people. If not on our victim, then who? You set the knife back down. Step away. Near the bed, you find a singed frog. Its fur practically disintegrates at your touch. Who were you keeping company down here? Look like it belongs to a kid. You flip the frog over, setting the foot. Some monogrammed initials here. I think it says BB. Bruce Banner, Buffalo Bill, Bob Barker. But the frog gives no answers. You set him back down on the bed. You pick up an old book on the desk. It's pages yellow with age. The Great Chase by Mathis Blake seems all roads lead to him. This is Blake Hill. After all, I bet he was the original homeowner. You thumb through and read a passage at random. The fool is generous. He feeds the hungry, clothes the poor, and calls himself their savior. The game warden is strict. He teaches others to hunt, skin, and cook them for themselves. Those too weak to learn perish. Their bodies become the forest food for the food. The village grows stronger. This is the hand of economics. Just when I thought they couldn't get any worse, they up the stakes. Even Coles need a manifesto. You toss the book back down and whip your head on your clothes and whip your hands in your clothes, feeling somehow stained. The intrusion returned to the door, skimming over the room once more. So what's the verdict, detective? I don't know what this room is about, but I think Reese was wrong about the original hand of Muffalo. They weren't like our version. They weren't just rich idiots playing games. What are you saying? I think they killed people down. Just then, a haunting wail echoes up the corridor. Please tell me that was a ghost. Man, ghosts don't speak, and I don't believe in them. I don't believe in ghosts. Let's go. You give your taser Charlie and take off. Running. You quickly arrive at the edge. You quickly arrive at the end of your journey. An underground catacomb. The walls filled with skulls at the center of it. All stands an altar and chain on top. Is someone there? Please help me. But before You see the professor sort of covered in blood. Tristan, in turn, takes a step forward, but you reach up and stop her, shaking your head in a warning. The killer could still be here. We have to help him. I agree. But let's super press. You snap to your senses, checking the corners. If there's anybody in here, you're outnumbered. Come out with your hands up. So many new visitors. How did you find this place? Tristan follows as you stalk along the wall. These gurgles from the altar. Plaintively cries, growing increasingly quiet. Did she send you to me, a fellow disciple? That's right, we're here to learn. Why don't you come out here and teach us? Liar, you're not like me, not chosen, I see now. A familiar mask floats out from behind the killer as the killer steps into you. You've been sent here to test me. The killer charges bronze mask zigzagging through the darkness. You aim your taser at him as the hulking figure surges towards you. Look out! Tristan leaps in front of you, stabbing out with the fire poker, but the killer ducks the blow and goes right through her. Tristan collapses against the wall, and suddenly the killer right on top of you. We're so close, I won't let you ruin it. Get off of me! You wrestle over your taser, swinging a rally through the air. You notice that one of the killer's wrists is bandaged. Good for the wrist. You twist your taser backward, jamming its injured wrist the wrong way. Ooh. I'm sorry, does that hurt? He shoves you into a wall, your taser pattering to the floor as he turns to flee for the exit. Oh, no you don't. Tristan, no! From the floor, Tristan slams the poker into its ankle. Whoa! The killer goes down, sprawling. Tristan clambers on top of him. Let's pull the mask off! Pull the mask off! Vermin, trespassers, thieves! Oh, shut up already! Tristan smashes the fire poker into its mask, cracking the corner. She pulls the iron back, then slams it into the killer's arm. The killer reaches into his sleeve and pulls a knife from it. Rumors arching towards Tristan. Struggles to the blade drawing closer. Tristan, look out! You cast about in the dark, searching for your fallen taser. Grab it. You dive for the taser, whirl, and dig in just in time to see the killer sink into Tristan's side. No! The knife sinks into Tristan's side. No! The bearing is up to the hip. Oh! No! The killer kicks Tristan off and scrambles for the exit. Blood dripping from the arm. You aim at his back. Vision goes. Shoot. The charge dart fly across the room, hitting him square on the back. His body convulses, but he manages to pull them out and stares down the tunnel. Get back here. Worry about them later. You take a step to pursue when testimonies of pain stops you short. Jump to the side to a strip apart from your clothes, practically a blind river to a knife wound. You're gonna be alright. You hear me? I'm gonna get you some help. Prison phone. Where's your phone? Where's your phone? Prison's phone fell to the floor as her eyelids fluttered, blood pouring between your fingertips. I'm sorry. Oh no. Well, thank you guys for joining me. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can never miss an upload. Till next time, just check out and thank you for joining me. Peace.